Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're tackling a topic that's super important for a healthy and fulfilling life: contraception. Did you know that nearly half of all pregnancies worldwide are unintended? That's why contraception plays a crucial role in reproductive health. But with so many options available, how do you know which method is right for you? That's exactly what we're here to figure out. In this video, we're diving deep into the different types of contraception, how they work, their effectiveness, pros and cons, and what might be best for your needs. Whether you're looking for a short-term option, a long-term solution, or a backup plan, we've got you covered. So whether you're just starting to explore your options or looking for more information about a method you've heard of, stick around. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with barrier methods. These are like the superheroes of the contraception world, acting as a physical barrier between sperm and the egg. They're your first line of defense, preventing pregnancy by blocking sperm from reaching and fertilizing the egg. Now, you're probably familiar with the most common barrier method: condoms. They're like the trusty sidekick, always there when you need them. Condoms are great because they not only prevent pregnancy, but also protect against sexually transmitted infections or STIs. That's a win-win in my book. But condoms aren't the only heroes in this category. We've also got diaphragms, cervical caps, and sponges. These guys work similarly to condoms, physically blocking sperm from entering the cervix. While they might not be as popular as condoms, they can be great options for women who can't use hormonal methods or are looking for a hormone-free alternative. One of the biggest advantages of barrier methods is their accessibility. You can easily find condoms at drugstores, supermarkets, and even online. Plus, they're relatively inexpensive, especially compared to some other methods we'll discuss later. However, it's important to remember that barrier methods require a bit more effort than some other options. You need to use them correctly every single time you have sex to ensure their effectiveness. And let's be honest, sometimes things can get a little heated in the moment, and it's easy to forget. That's why it's crucial to talk to your doctor about the best barrier method for you and how to use it correctly. They can help you find the perfect fit and ensure you're getting the protection you need. Next up, let's talk about hormonal methods. These methods work by releasing hormones that prevent pregnancy in a few different ways. Some, like the pill, the patch, and the vaginal ring, prevent ovulation, which means your ovaries won't release an egg each month. Others, like the shot and hormonal IUDs, thicken the cervical mucus, making it harder for sperm to swim and reach the egg. Think of it like creating a sticky obstacle course for those little swimmers. Hormonal methods are super effective when used correctly. We're talking about a 99% effectiveness rate when used perfectly. That means that out of 100 women using these methods perfectly for a year, less than one will become pregnant. One of the biggest advantages of hormonal methods is that they can make your periods lighter, less painful, and more regular. Plus, they can even help with acne and other hormonal issues. Talk about a win-win situation. However, it's important to be aware of potential side effects. Some women experience headaches, nausea, breast tenderness, or mood swings when they first start using hormonal methods. But don't worry, these side effects usually go away after a few months. It's also important to note that hormonal methods don't protect against STIs. So if you're not in a monogamous relationship or are unsure about your partner's STI status, it's crucial to use condoms along with your chosen hormonal method. Let's move on to a method that's gaining popularity: intrauterine devices, or IUDs. These tiny devices are like the secret agents of the contraception world, working behind the scenes to prevent pregnancy for years at a time. IUDs are small T-shaped devices that are inserted into the uterus by a healthcare provider. They work by preventing sperm from fertilizing the egg, and depending on the type of IUD, they can last anywhere from 3 to 10 years. There are two main types of IUDs: hormonal and non-hormonal. Hormonal IUDs release small amounts of progestin, which is a type of progesterone, to prevent pregnancy. Non-hormonal IUDs, on the other hand, use copper to create an inflammatory environment in the uterus that's toxic to sperm. One of the biggest advantages of IUDs is their long-lasting protection. Once an IUD is inserted, you don't have to think about contraception for years. Talk about convenient. Plus, IUDs are highly effective, with a failure rate of less than 1%. However, it's important to remember that IUDs require a quick procedure for insertion and removal. Some women experience cramping or discomfort during and after insertion, but this usually subsides within a few days. It's also important to note that IUDs don't protect against STIs. So just like with hormonal methods, it's crucial to use condoms along with your IUD if you're not in a monogamous relationship or are unsure about your partner's STI status. Now, let's talk about a topic that can sometimes be a little bit, shall we say, sensitive: emergency contraception. We've all been there, right? Maybe the condom broke or you forgot to take your pill. Life happens. Emergency contraception, also known as the morning after pill, is a safe and effective way to prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex or contraceptive failure. It's important to remember that emergency contraception is not the same as an abortion pill. It works by delaying or preventing ovulation, so it's most effective when taken within 72 hours of unprotected sex. There are two main types of emergency contraception pills containing levonorgestrel, like Plan B, and pills containing ulipristal acetate, like Ella. Both types are available over the counter at most drugstores. Emergency contraception is a crucial part of reproductive health care, providing a safety net for those times when life throws you a curveball. It's important to remember that emergency contraception is not meant to be used as a regular form of contraception. If you find yourself needing emergency contraception frequently, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor about more reliable methods of contraception that might be a better fit for your lifestyle. For those of you who are certain about your family planning decisions and don't want any future pregnancies, permanent contraception methods are an option worth considering. These methods are highly effective and offer a long-term solution for those seeking to prevent pregnancy permanently. For women, the most common permanent contraception method is tubal ligation, also known as getting your tubes tied. This procedure involves surgically blocking or cutting the fallopian tubes, preventing eggs from reaching the uterus for fertilization. For men, the most common permanent contraception method is a vasectomy. This procedure involves surgically cutting or blocking the vas deferens, the tubes that carry sperm from the testicles. This prevents sperm from being released during ejaculation. It's important to note that both tubal ligation and vasectomy are considered permanent methods of contraception and should only be chosen after careful consideration and consultation with a healthcare provider. While these procedures can sometimes be reversed, the success rates of reversal surgeries are not guaranteed. So, it's crucial to be absolutely certain about your decision before undergoing these procedures. Finally, let's talk about natural family planning methods, also known as fertility awareness-based methods. These methods rely on tracking your menstrual cycle and identifying your fertile window, the time during your cycle when you're most likely to conceive. Couples who practice natural family planning avoid intercourse during the fertile window to prevent pregnancy. This requires careful tracking of your cycle, monitoring your basal body temperature, and checking your cervical mucus for changes in consistency. Natural family planning methods can be a good option for couples who are opposed to other forms of contraception for religious or personal reasons. However, it's important to note that these methods require a high level of commitment and diligence to be effective. They also require a regular menstrual cycle, which not all women have. Additionally, natural family planning methods don't offer any protection against STIs. So if you're considering natural family planning, it's crucial to talk to your doctor about how to track your cycle accurately and use these methods effectively. That was a lot of information, right? We've covered a lot of ground today, from barrier methods to permanent contraception. Now that we've explored the different types of contraception, which one do you think is best for your needs? Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to contraception. The best method for you depends on your individual needs, preferences, and lifestyle. Always consult a healthcare professional before choosing the right method for you. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with others looking for reliable contraception info. I'll see you in the next one.